You're listening to Potty Mouth Radio, the home of movies, music, television, and comedy. This podcast is filmed in front of a live studio audience and contains coarse language. Could it be any more spoilery about a 25-year-old sitcom? Hello everybody and welcome back to the one where we watched a Friends rewatch podcast with Billy and Noosk. How you doing, honey?
I'm all right, thank you very much.
That's good. That's good. I did already break my promise. Last time we recorded, I swore that we would not miss a week, and
then we missed a week,
and we did. But I did it on purpose because this is a Thanksgiving episode, and so now we're recording on Thanksgiving, and so I thought that all kind of made sense. I thought it was. It felt like the right thing to do.
That's not what happened.
Because we are talking about the one with the list, the 8th episode of the 2nd season of Friends, and the 32nd episode overall. Aired on November 16, 1995, and it was written by David Crane and Marta Kaufman.
Can we do a little shout out to that lovely fan? Feels weird to call someone a fan. That was like, yeah, Billy, Noosk is right. You shouldn't commit to that. They're my new favourite fan.
That was, you are referring to an email from great listener Javon Walsh, who has emailed the show before. They said, Noosk, I just listened to the latest episode and I absolutely love how you say get fucked. It gives Logan Roy vibes from Succession.
Fuck off.
And then they said to me that they were very sorry to hear about Grandad, sending love and prayers. And like Noosk said, you can't promise us you'll never have another emergency.
Yeah.
So thank you for reaching out, Javon.
Which we didn't this week. We're just very tired. It's all catching up with us.
Some fun facts about this episode. I did mention Thanksgiving. Ironically, this is actually the only Friends season not to feature a full dedicated Thanksgiving episode, even though this is the only season where NBC told all of the Thursday night shows, including Friends, that they had to have a Thanksgiving episode. And so that is why they added the mockolate storyline. It's only there to make this somewhat Thanksgiving related.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, some other fun facts. The writers did originally write a breakup scene for Ross and Julie. You know why they cut it?
No.
Because they thought audiences would side with Ross and Julie instead of Ross and Rachel.
Well...
Yeah. So let's
Julie,
get into
who's
it.
done nothing wrong and continues to act like a mature adult, versus the two who act like 3-year-olds.
Yeah. So let's do it.
Yeah, that was a good call.
Sadly, it is my turn to do the synopsis. So here we go. Let's do it. On my marks. Get set. Go. So
Jesus Christ.
What are you laughing at?
Why did we need that much?
You're wasting time. Stop it.
There's not that much going on.
So Chandler gets a new computer, and after kissing Rachel, Chandler suggests that they do a pros and cons list between Rachel and Julie to decide who Ross should be with. Rachel sees it and gets pissed off, and he tries to apologize to her, and Monica is testing out making Thanksgiving desserts using some fake chocolate.
Okay, see how you did it in like 20 seconds?
Yeah, I don't feel like I did it very well.
Well, you didn't, because you said after kissing Rachel, after you just talked about Chandler's computer.
Yeah, okay. Not the best. Yeah. I'm sorry, people. So we open in the apartment and Monica is telling the other girls that Ross kissed her. Monica's creepily into this.
It's a bit much.
This is her brother.
Yes.
That Rachel's talking about. Monica wants all the details. So does Phoebe. Was it slow? Was it hard? Was it fast? What?
She doesn't say it like that.
I swear she does.
Monica's like, do not start without me. Do not start without me. And It's funny because we've all been there with our girlfriends being like, oh my God, give me the goss. But I just don't know if I'd say that to someone who was talking about kissing my brother.
No.
I don't want that much.
No. In fact, honestly, it's creepy when Rachel says that, and then he brushed his hands through my hair. Monica looks like she's It's too much.
No.
It's too much.
7. No, my favourite part of the scene is cutting to the guy's apartment and then I kissed her. Tongue? Cool. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Like,
They're
it's just...
eating pizza. I mean, yeah, that's my experience.
How good
Honestly,
does that pizza look?
I have one friend who every now and then tries to talk to me about his sex life, and it's uncomfortable.
Disturbing.
Guys don't actually go into that much detail.
And honestly, adult women don't anymore either. Like, once you're proper grown up and you're not in this, like, does he like me phase of life? Once you're, like, settled down...
Why don't you like me?
I don't want to freaking hear it. Like, you know, you grow old with these friends forever. They almost turn into, like, cousins or siblings. You're so close with your friends. You know, like, your kids grow up together, and I don't want to hear that. I don't need the details.
Do you and your sister talk about
Never.
that stuff? No.
Never.
No.
And, like, I know other people who, like, other sisters who do. That's fine. Go for it. I don't find that, like, that Sex in the City, you know, like, talking about it all in great detail. I definitely had that when I was younger.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I'm okay with it. So then we're at the coffee house in what is one of the cringiest but funniest scenes ever. So the gang's all hanging out. I can't even quote this because you know figures like this.
Chandler showing off his new computer, his new laptop.
He's like 700 gigabytes
It has
of
a
RAM.
color screen, 12 megabytes.
Oh, 12
RAM,
megabytes.
A 500 megabyte hard drive, and a 28K modem.
I don't know what any of that means,
okay.
but it sounds boring.
All right, 28K modem.
That's the internet?
Well, okay. Even when we first got the internet here, we were already past the point of 28K. So, you know, when we used to have dial-up, like really slow internet, that was 56K. So that was double the speed of what Chandler's talking
bless.
about. 12 megabytes of RAM. I mean, the computer I'm using right now, which is not even like as high-end as you get, is 32 gigabytes of RAM.
Okay.
500 megabyte hard drive is smaller than a CD-ROM. A CD-ROM holds 700 meg.
Oh, whoa.
So, I mean, you don't get a hard drive these days smaller than 500 gigabytes. A 500 megabyte hard drive you wouldn't even be able to install Windows on.
Oh, that's so cute.
So, it's pretty funny.
And, like, it's a complete brick. I remember having a computer like that in my house.
Oh, yeah.
And it's, like, we didn't have a laptop or anything, but then later... when people were getting much sleeker, cooler laptops, we had one like that.
I remember having one of those laptops, and this was... I don't know if they didn't exist or if they weren't common. It didn't have a trackpad to use as the mouse. It had like a little nub, in the middle of the keyboard. That you would,
Yes, I remember those.
Yeah, that thing sucked.
Oh, I liked it.
Oh.
It was very sensory. I liked it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so... That's not even the crux of the scene.
No.
How did I get on this? Chandler's talking about his hard drive with the gang, and it's all very cute. He's showing it off, and then Ross comes in.
Oh, well, before that, Monica's looking for a new job. Because, of course, in the last episode, she got fired.
Oh my God, so much going on in this scene.
It's been so long since we recorded.
Yeah.
But Monica was fired from her job, so she's looking for new jobs. Joey is helping her.
Yes.
He asks if she'd be willing to cook naked.
Yeah.
No. She says no. Why, is that a job? And he says, well, no, I just thought that if you were willing to cook naked, you might be willing to dance naked.
Yeah, shut up, Joey. But, you know, this is the Joey is disgusting, that we have to throw down everyone's
then Ross comes in.
Yes, yes. And I love Phoebes. Hello, how'd you make out last night?
Yeah.
Why does he react this way? Like, he was talking about it with the guys. He's like, oh, that's funny and painful. No, wait, it's just painful. Why? Because the whole group knows?
No, because of the saline. Because now it's the next day and he's had time to reflect and he realizes...
what a shitbag he is.
Well, yeah, that he still has a girlfriend in Julie and, you know, her saline solution is on his nightstand.
Yeah, it's poor Julie. Yep, and then Rachel comes in, he's like, oh, Rachel. And then he's like, Julie, which just always reminds me of Mona.
Yeah.
Mona. Yeah, and then it's all very awkward. He's like, oh, so we're all here. Phoebe, weren't you going to play something? She's like, what? And he's like, play it.
The way he says play it, I love it so much.
David Schwimmer is very good at this. I like that Joey's like, I didn't know you had contacts.
Yeah. This song that Phoebe sings
is the best.
The most well-written song She says, okay, here's a song about a love triangle that I made up. And it's about a girl named Betty and a boy named Neil. And she can't stress this point enough. They're definitely not real. The song is called Two of Them Kissed Last Night. So who knows how long this song is. I actually love the use of the cut and dissolve. I know that they're doing it because they haven't written an entire song. They've only written the start and the end.
No,
but it makes it feel like the song is really long.
Forever.
Like it's an epic, like...
And they just have to sit there. They have to sit there with their guilt.
Yes.
Not that Rachel ever has guilt.
Oh, no, she looks uncomfortable in the scene.
Oh, she looks uncomfortable. Yeah. I wouldn't say she looks guilty.
But the best part of the song is at the end when... It's funny, too, because no matter how long this song is, it implies that there's been no mention of the Julie character at all until the very end.
He must decide.
Will Betty be the one that Neil loves truly, or will it be the one that we'll
call Julie? Luli. No, I love he must decide. He must decide. And David Schwimmer just looks so uncomfortable. Yeah. Oh, Phoebe, she's the best.
So good. So then we're in like an executive office. Monica's there for a job interview. Mm-hmm. And this guy, I've seen...
the bad guy from the Brady Bunch movie.
That's what it is.
The second time round. The second one. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That's what it is.
He's also in so many other things.
Yeah.
And he's often like the bad guy.
Just a bit smarmy.
Yeah. He's always like a used car salesman or
in this case, a mockolate salesman.
Yes,
because here's where we get the Thanksgiving run of the episode, where Monica, the job that she's being hired for is as a chef to create recipes for Thanksgiving using mockolate.
They're trying to make chocolate or mockolate a Thanksgiving tradition.
Yes, because chocolate already dominates Easter and Christmas and stuff, so they're hoping that Thanksgiving can be mockolates.
Yeah. And first it crumbles, then it bubbles and foams in her mouth, and then she has to swallow it, and she's left with this awful aftertaste.
Yeah, fun fact.
She does this really well, I have to say, because I'm left feeling like, ew.
Do you know what the mockolate was actually made of?
Oh, the actual, like, on the show? I just assumed it was chocolate.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, cool. I mean, American chocolate is disgusting, so she's right to react that way.
Oh, no offense to our American listeners, but like Hershey's,
your chocolate sucks.
Hershey's is like the worst thing I've ever eaten.
Yeah,
it tastes like mockolate. Like honestly, like it does not taste like chocolate to me.
I like everything we tried over there. I was like, why? Why does this taste so awful?
Yeah.
Why? Yeah. What do they have against chocolate?
I know. You guys got to come over here and have some real chocolate.
Go to the Cadbury factory in Tasmania.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So,
anyway.
So that's her job. She's going to be making mockolate.
So then we're at the apartment. Phoebe and Monica are brainstorming some ideas.
Yeah, mockolate mousse.
Yep. And Phoebe says it's not very Thanksgiving-y.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what any dessert is Thanksgiving-y apart from... all I've ever heard of is pumpkin pie.
Yeah, I guess I would go to like autumn flavors, like something
like a cherry chocolate pie or cinnamon mockolate something mousse. I don't. And she's like, we'll put buckles on it.
Yeah, because the pilgrims had buckles on their hats.
They had buckles. Okay, all right. Yeah, all right. And then Rachel comes in, and it's all about her. Always.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. Has anyone heard anything from Ross?
Yep. Of course he hasn't called. He's going to pick her. He's going to pick Julie, and they're going to get married and have lots of kids together. And I, once again, Phoebes. She's just a legend. Yeah. No offense, but that doesn't sound anything like her.
Yeah, because...
She might as well be saying, Rachel, shut the fuck up.
Because Rachel's imitating it. I'm Julie.
God. She's such a fucking child. You're not in high school anymore. Grow up.
Yeah.
But lo and behold, they deserve each other because opposite, across the hall, Ross is
also
freaking out. What am I going to do? This is such a nightmare.
Yeah.
I love Chandler's response. Oh, yeah. Ooh,
Two women want me.
Yep, they're both gorgeous and attractive.
My wallet is too small for my 50s and my diamond shoes are too tight. I love that.
It's so good. It's
great.
And it's just like no one ever remembers that line. Like it's not a standout Chandler line.
Oh, it's
great, funny.
Though. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, shut up.
Joey has a brilliant idea though.
No.
Threesome.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Why? What were you going to say?
We haven't even gotten to the list yet. Yeah. No. That's Joey is disgusting.
That's
moment.
not Joey's idea. That's Chandler's idea to make a list. Probably just because he wants to use his new computer.
Yes, 100%. Yeah. Yes, of which Joey is not allowed to touch.
Yes.
I do like the way that the computer is woven into this episode. Like, it could very much be like, Chandler has a computer and he won't let anyone touch it episode.
Yeah.
Like, that could be the extent of it. It's so much more than that, though.
Yeah.
So much more. I love it.
Yeah, because he starts making the list. Chandler's very excited. He's got Excel ready. He can do different colors for different columns. And,
yes. He can bold things and do different fonts.
Joey has the brother to start with the cons. He says they're more fun.
Yeah.
And of course, they start with Rachel, and they list all of the cons.
Can I just say, like, Ross, it's not like they wrote Ross to be like, she doesn't have any cons, she's Rachel. He immediately launches into them.
Yeah.
He doesn't struggle to think about them. She's a little spoiled, she's too into her looks and blah, blah, blah. It's not like he struggles to rattle them off. So, you know what, mate? Fuck yeah. Like, you're not a good egg.
Okay. How quickly do you think you could make a list of my cons? Be honest. Be honest.
No, it depends how mad I am at you.
No, you could come up with a con straight off the top of you. Come on, give me one con right now.
I can't think of
Don't
one.
Come on.
What? Okay, you do one for me. Yeah, exactly.
But you actually are great. I'm a piece of shit.
Okay. Here, I've got a big one for you. Too self-deprecating to the point of it being annoying.
But then when they get to making cons for Julie, he only has one.
Yeah.
She's not
Rachel. Cut to black.
Yeah.
There is
dramatic,
a fade to black.
Not even a sting. Fade to black for the credits.
Yeah.
Very dramatic.
Or an ad break, I assume?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's what I meant when I said credits.
And the whole audience is supposed to go, aww.
Yeah.
And, of course, Joey is the one who adds the chubby ankles. That's important to note for later.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Okay, Joey, settle down.
So then we're back in the apartment, and the girls are trying some of Monica's recipes. There's mockolate. There's some kind of pie with spice. A mockolate crumb.
Yeah.
And there's mockolate chip cookies, just like the Pilgrims used to make. They have a bite of the cookies. My question is just how bad is mockolate? Because the chips themselves look pretty tiny. You'd think the rest of the cookie would be good enough that it would, But immediately, Rachel's like, I cannot believe you let me put this in my mouth. They spit it out there horrified.
Yep. And that's that scene. Done.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the Thanksgiving.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, so is like Thanksgiving bigger over there than Christmas?
I mean, that would be a question for our...
But there's not that many Thanksgiving movies.
My understanding
there's lots of Christmas movies.
Thanksgiving is pretty fucking big. Like, so it's a Thursday, which is kind of weird. But see, my understanding is that it is.
Like you get the holiday
off? You get the day off.
Yeah, okay.
My understanding is that Thanksgiving, like let's say you live away from your family, Thanksgiving is when you're going home to visit them, not Christmas. That's my understanding of the situation, that you would go home for Thanksgiving lunch before you would go home for Christmas lunch.
Interesting.
Like,
that's wild.
I don't take my word for it. If one of our listeners wants to write in and confirm if that's right, that's what I've heard about the whole situation.
The whole situation.
See, because here we just have Christmas. Like, we just do, and like Christmas is our big thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Thanksgiving
Easter kind of, but people tend to go away like camping and stuff. It's not necessarily.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like
thing.
Easter has become much less prominent over the last like 30 years. Like Halloween has kind of picked up a fair amount.
Yes.
In the Australian community.
Well, it's not a holiday though; it's just a day.
No, Easter. The big thing about Easter here is the long weekend.
Yeah,
like
4 days off, baby.
So, like you said, a lot of people go camping and stuff, but I feel like the celebrating side of Easter has really tickled off in camp.
Tickled off? Yeah. What is with you today? Tickled off? Situation? You're reminding me so much of your friend who once, when he was pulled over by the cops and they were like, sorry, you have to take a detour, we've got a situation up ahead. And he said, what kind of situation?
The important questions.
Yep.
So, but then we go over to the guy's apartment. Chandler's very mad. He's trying to print the cons list. I don't know why he would want to print it, but the printer's not working, as printers don't. Like, that's another thing that's really tickled off. Who owns printers these days?
Please stop saying tickled off. It's really disturbing.
Nobody owns printers anymore. Like, why would you?
No, we have that one family member who does, bless them. Yeah. And we're like, hey, we need to print stuff. Yeah. And recently, when we were getting a loan for the fit out of our new business, we were like, hey, can we print some documents for the bank? It turned out it was like 700 pages long.
I had to go buy some paper and drop it around there.
I feel really bad about that. Sorry.
But yeah, so Chandler's very mad. I don't know why he's trying to print it, but he is. Then Ross comes in, again bummed, because, nothing is ever good enough for Ross. He's come back from breaking up with Julie. I mean, that would be shit. Yeah.
If you feel
she
really...
cried, he cried, she threw things at him.
They hit his head. Cry me a river, Ross. Maybe don't throw stuff, Julie. But anyway, I don't know why you would think going over back to the guy's house would be a great idea after you've done that. Yeah. Like, don't you need, like, a grieving time?
Yeah, I guess.
He's got no grieving time. He's like, I'm heading back over, and he knows Rachel's in the apartment over the hall.
Oh, yeah, but that's why he broke up.
The body is not even cold yet, mate.
No, but that's exactly why he broke up with Julie to be with Rachel. He didn't break up with Julie to have...
I don't know. I just feel like out of respect, you should take a day of mourning.
Well, and then, of course, it happens. Rachel comes over.
I love Joey's face here in this scene. He's like a kid at Christmas. Yeah. He's so cute. And it's
a kid
nice.
At Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Sorry.
we don't know what she's actually coming over for. We never find out because she gets distracted with Ross being there. Yeah. He says he's just come from Julie's, but it's not what she thinks. It's the other thing. And Joey's the one who gets all excited and says he broke up with her. Now hug.
Mm-hmm. And I do like this scene. It's very sweet. It's always been you, Rach. No. And she's like, oh, and then they hug. Like, that's a really lovely thing to say to someone. All the women in the audience cheer. Yep. Yeah, well, buckle in, people. They turn real bad.
They sure do take a turn for the worst. And it's Ross's fault because they're going to go for a walk and Rachel's going to go get her jacket. And if he had left it at that, everything would be fine.
Oh, there's so many opportunities here where things could have gone differently.
Yeah, but Ross says, no, I'll go get your jacket. Yeah. He leaves. She gets all excited. She dances around the room right to Chandler's computer.
Yeah. Hey, that's my name on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he slams it shut and then... It's printing. Hey, it's printing! I love the panic in Joey and Chandler here. Yes. It's really well done.
Because Rachel saw her name, so she wants to... And it's so funny, too, because, like, it's a spreadsheet. It's the least exciting looking thing in the world. If it didn't have her name on it, she wouldn't care. But she wants to know what it is.
How hard would it be to just be like, oh, this is us, like, planning out... your next birthday surprise party. Or how hard would it be to be like, oh, we were starting a Christmas presents
shopping list. Yes, that's a genius idea.
Like, just fucking make something up better than...
You're a lot better at lying, because Ross comes in and Rachel dobs on Chandler that he wrote something about her on his computer and won't let her see.
He won't. And then Joey's like, well... he's writing a story.
No, that's Ross's contribution to the lie. Isn't that the short story that you were writing?
Stupid Ross.
They say that, no, she can't read it. And then Joey is the one who has the idea, why don't you read it to her? I want to say something here. All the guys look at Joey furious. They think
that's a good idea.
I agree.
It's better than your short story idea, Ross.
I agree. I think this is actually a good idea, and because if anything else, it buys them some time. If I was Chandler at this point, I would look at the page. I'd be about to read it. I'd be like, "No, it's not ready. Rip it up and throw it in the bin."
Yes.
Like, anything. Joey has at least bought them some time here.
This is why you don't make a list.
Yeah, they don't use it.
I have opinions on lists. Couldn't have made up a better story.
Oh, so yeah,
it was hot.
Chandler,
Rachel was there, and they're like, see,
and
that's your name.
Old Ned cried out,
and the kingdom was his forever.
Yeah.
I know it's supposed to be funny, but like,
no,
if this was really a dire situation in which, you know, your friend's relationship is going to be
yes,
ruined.
it is stupid, but only because it leads to a great Ross line where he yells at Chandler, "That's all you wrote? You're the worst writer ever."
But even that line he delivers in such a fake way. Like,
yeah.
the audience isn't this stupid. Anyway.
Well, neither is Rachel, because she sees right through it. She
is.
says, "No, this isn't funny anymore. There's something about me on that paper, and I want to see it."
Yep. She snatches it. He snatches it back. He passes it to Ross, who passes it to Joey.
Yeah.
And she's
Rachel's
very
like,
clever.
fine. Oh, not only is she clever, Joey's an idiot. Why is Joey standing there staring at... Like, why is he reading it? He knows what's on it.
Yeah.
But, you know, because he's looking at the paper, she's able to just walk past and grab it.
Yeah.
Great bit of physical comedy where the three guys leap onto the couch trying to get to her.
Yes.
But it's too late. She's seen it. She says, "Ross, what is this? What is this, Ross?"
Yep. And I love this bit. Joey and Chandler are like, "Yeah, good luck." They just leave.
Oh, yeah, they leave.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I really, like, I don't like Rachel. She's a bad person. Well, she's not a bad person. She's not a good person. But this would suck.
Oh, this
especially knowing
someone who you think is in love with you, like someone who you have feelings for and you think has feelings for you, to know that they think this stuff.
Like,
even
it's not your enemies from high school.
No, that's
it's
right.
It's someone you love.
This isn't the Burn Book from Mean Girls. We should fucking watch that tonight.
Let's watch it tonight.
Let's watch Mean Girls.
It's technically a Christmas movie.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Let's do it. It's got to be better than the Christmas episode of House we watched last night.
Holy shit.
Guys, House is bad.
We've
never
bad.
watched House before, but I've got a playlist of just Christmas episodes. You just hit shuffle on it, and it's like, oh, here's The Office Christmas, here's Family Guy.
Why
Christmas,
is House taking up space? No, just get rid of it.
This was the worst thing I've ever seen. House is a bad person. You know what? We should do a rewatch of House.
I don't want to.
Just to talk about how fucking shit that guy is.
It was terrible. It was a Christmas episode in which he interviewed a daughter about her mother's sex life, and he was like, something's amiss there. And then in the next scene, called her mother a slut.
Oh, yeah. Claimed that she was on drugs, etc., etc. In the meantime, it turned out she had some hereditary disease.
Yeah.
Like, it
I
had
have
nothing
honestly
to do with her
lost
lifestyle.
respect
for Hugh Laurie.
For Hugh Laurie.
Yeah.
I think he's excellent. I fucking love his appearance in Friends. Love it. Can't get enough of it.
Let's get back to Friends.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But yeah, so she starts reading it. She says a little ditzy.
Spoiled. And he's like, oh, he was supposed to write little, the idiot.
Yeah.
So not only is this like you're roping them back into it.
Yeah.
And like
the gaslighting
I said it was a little bit spoiled. Like
the gaslighting
Ross.
too. She starts to walk around reading it, reading out the horrible things, and he has the audacity to say, "Rach, is this over yet? Like can you forgive me yet?" Like, I mean, oh yeah, not
this
on
is
Ross's
not
side.
as unpleasant for you, Ross, as it is for her.
Yeah, and then the straw that broke the camel's back. I do not have fat ankles,
chubby ankles.
Yeah,
which she doesn't.
Yeah. And then she storms out. She goes to go home.
No, I think the straw that broke the camel's back was just a waitress.
Yeah,
like that. Yep. Like, you're in your 20s. It's okay to just be a waitress. It's okay to be a waitress in your fucking 60s if you want to be. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. The world fucking needs waitresses.
Yeah.
Without waitresses, who's giving you your fucking coffee every day, Ross? You prick.
I love how indignant you're getting.
Oh, get a fucking espresso machine and make it at home.
Did you say espresso?
No, I did not. I said espresso.
Okay, all right.
I know.
Based on the song. That's
Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, that's the only way you know.
No, that's not true. That's not true. But I did grow up playing Donkey Kong, and the emu in that is called espresso. So I do sometimes find it a bit hard.
The emu?
Yeah, the emu.
Please don't say it like an American.
Well, actually, I do believe
I
believe it's actually an ostrich, but for all intents and purposes, it's an emu.
Anyway, so Rachel starts to head back to her apartment.
Yeah, and this is where he says, "Did you look at Julie's column?"
Yeah, of which there's only written one thing, and I know it's supposed to be the one thing that saves it all, but And like
it doesn't take back the hurtful things that are written.
No, she had no cons listed. They don't talk about her physical appearance. They don't talk about her career or lack of. They don't talk about well, this is because Julie's a delight and she's not spoiled and selfish. But maybe you should like self-examine Rachel. But she's not Rachel. What, is that like some paleontology word I don't know?
Yeah.
Because I'm just a waitress? The problem is I don't believe anyone's that stupid that they couldn't figure out Rachel is a typo for Rachel.
Yeah. But I guess the thing is she's angry. It's the heat of the moment. Like, she's not thinking clearly about that.
Yeah.
But as we said, I don't think that would forgive it anyway. Like, that does not make up for all the hurtful things that are written on her.
No, not at all. Because it's not like there was a pros list listing all the things he loves about Rachel.
Exactly.
I'd love to know what they are, but
not
anyway.
her ankles.
No, that's what Joey doesn't like about her.
Chubby bitch.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So then we're in the coffee shop and Chandler is thinking of all the things he should have said. He should have said it's his diary. She wouldn't have asked him to read that.
Yeah.
But alas, he didn't.
Yes.
The ladies are saying that they can't believe Ross, but Joey chimes in and says, hey, it was Chandler's idea.
No, wait, can we just talk about Phoebe calling Ross a dingus? I love it so much.
Yeah.
No one says dingus anymore.
Yeah.
Let's bring it back.
Dingus.
Dingus.
Yeah.
What a dingus.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes,
Or
it
like
was Chandler's
doofus.
idea.
Doofus
Doofus I feel like I still hear very occasionally.
You reckon?
I think it's quite Australian, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. Dingus, though?
Hey, you know what I found out the other day actually is an Australian term? And I just assumed that it was worldwide. I mean, it makes sense when you hear it, but dibber-dobber, that's just we say that.
Really?
Yeah. So dobber apparently originally comes from like some German word. We added the dibber, and yeah, we say dibber-dobber. I don't think it's a word anywhere else.
And dobber's not a word either.
I don't know if people say dobber, but dibber-dobber.
It does sound very Australian, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You're a dibber-dobber.
Yeah.
No, Cleo.
Yeah. It's wild.
What were we talking about? Right. Yeah, so it was Chandler's idea. He's like, oh, good. I was hoping that would come up. And the girls leap on him because it's all his fault. He thinks things happen for a reason.
Yeah, he says,
you.
Help me out. You believe in all this karma stuff.
Excuse me. He says karma crap.
Okay.
Like, if you're trying to get someone on your side, maybe don't call their beliefs crap.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake, Chandler.
I believe in karma. Do you believe in karma?
Yeah, I think I do.
I go by the rubber band theory. I can't remember where I heard this. Do you know about the rubber band thing?
No.
Every time you do something bad, it's like someone's pulling back a rubber band.
Oh.
And then at some point, the pressure, and it flicks you. You know, when you get flicked by a rubber band and it really hurts? Yeah. I can't remember where I heard that.
I think I believe more in reincarnation than karma.
I definitely believe in reincarnation
karma,
as well.
You can't look at the state of the world and truly believe in karma.
Well, Phoebe clearly believes in reincarnation as well because she says, yeah, have fun in your next life as a dung beetle. Yeah.
Yeah, how dare he split up the couple in the group.
I know we moved on, but this actually really, really, really blew my mind when I found this out, that this is only, and like literally only an Australian thing. I don't know if it... Did you know that the nutbush is only an Australian thing?
Everyone knows that.
I didn't... Why
are you bringing up the nutbush?
That literally blew my mind when I found that out because I just thought that the nutbush was... I thought it was like the Macarena. Like I thought it was a worldwide thing, and then I found out it was only in Australia, and I was like, that doesn't seem right to me. Like imagine if you found out that not everybody knew the YMCA. Like that's the kind of level that finding out about the nutbush.
Okay.
It was wild.
I think you need to let this go.
Okay.
Because most people know that. But it's lovely that you are easily blown away by things. Good for you.
Okay.
Then we get the famous scene. I love this scene.
Yeah. This is the scene, and there's lots in this show, but this is one of the scenes that makes me really appreciate Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
I think she's one of those actresses that it is very easy to write off because she's pretty, because she's typecast.
Well, and she does also tend to play the same things.
Yes, but she actually has a lot of range. Like we've said, she's got very good comedic timing, and I think this is actually a really, really good dramatic scene where she makes me care about Rachel in this scene. Yeah.
Yeah, so firstly, I just love how cozy this scene looks.
Yeah,
like
with the
all the
rain on the
lights are on,
windows,
and
yeah.
I love when it's so dark outside during the day because it's raining and you have
Yeah.
to have lights on inside. Anyway, and the sound of the rain in the episode is really nice.
Yeah.
And I enjoy Ross being out in the rain. I enjoy that. Just putting it out there.
That's right, because he climbs up. He's knocking on the window.
Because she wouldn't buzz him in.
Yeah.
And he's like, I hate the way he says this. It angers me so much. It's your pro list.
Yeah.
Like, he sounds like someone who's trying to feed a baby mushed broccoli. Here comes the aeroplane.
Yeah.
Get fucked.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Which she doesn't say get fucked because it's a 90s sitcom, but she says it with her actions. she closes the curtain, she leaves,
Yep.
she goes to her room. He's meanwhile trying to fucking, 10 things I hate about you from the window. He's, reading out the pros list. She loves the way...
He starts with weird things.
Yeah,
as
I love
if
the
you
way you
wouldn't...
cry at game shows.
Yeah, what? Okay, that's kind of cute when you've been together a while. Start with the important things. How brave she is for starting her life over.
Yeah.
That's the thing you should be leading with, mate.
Yeah, true.
Good God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And then he, the guys come in, the rest of the gang come in, and Joey pulls up the blind that we never ever see put down again.
Yeah.
And he's like, what are you doing? He's like, Joey, you want to open a window? And he just comes in with this nonchalantness that I do not appreciate. He just assumes that because he can get to her door and demand she comes out.
Well, that's the thing. He's demanding. He's like, Rachel, come out. Give me another chance. Come out.
Oh my God. And she comes to the door and she's like, no.
Yes. And he is shook by that. He cannot believe that she has the audacity to say the word no.
And he's like, no. And she's like, yes, that's what I said. No. Like, did she stutter?
Yeah, but then she has to explain it. Like what we said before. Like she says, imagine the worst things.
No, hang on, sorry. Before that, they're all like, oh, maybe we should go. She's like, no, guys, don't go. Like, seriously, we're done talking. And then it's the, no, blah, blah, blah. I just love the way she's like later they start.
I said don't go.
I said don't go.
Yeah.
This is like where Jennifer Aniston shines.
Yeah.
Like in a minute.
Yeah. Because she says, imagine the worst things you think about yourself. Now imagine that the one person you're supposed to trust most in the world not only thinks those things too, but writes them down and uses them as reasons not to be with you.
And then we get the part that takes my breath away every time.
Really fucks the pooch.
Don't say that. But he says, yeah, but I want to be with you in spite of those things.
Yeah.
It takes my breath away. Every time I watch this episode, I always go,
yeah.
Like, oh my God, you fucking dickhead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Russ, you're the actual worst.
Yep.
You're actually the worst. And then, then when he still doesn't get his way, like she doesn't go, oh, you want to be with me in spite of those things. Wow. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for ordaining me with your love. Get fucked. When she still doesn't kneel to him.
Yeah.
He says, there's nothing you could write on a list that would make me not be with you.
Yeah, and she says, that's the difference. I wouldn't write a list.
I don't believe that for a
No,
second.
me neither. She absolutely would.
Of course they would. Like, if
We've
it had
all
been the
written a
girls
list
hanging
or
out,
two.
like, oh my God, no. I once came home to you and your previous podcast friend writing a list of all the women in the office and I fucking lost my shit. I was like, how dare you rank them? That is disgusting behaviour.
The word rank sounds wrong.
Oh, so sorry. Were you putting them in an order? What was the order?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not talk about this. Anyway, that conversation has ended dinner parties. Anyway, I don't believe for a second Rachel would never write a list. Of course she fucking would. It's just unfortunate, but Ross is being such a prick here.
Yeah.
Like he's not saying I'm so deeply sorry. Like it was a childish thing to do. I love those things about you. I was just, hanging out with my dickhead guy friends, and it was a suggestion.
It was a bad idea.
Because I was just in a bad place, knowing I had to break up with Julie to be with you, because it's always been you.
Yes,
and then leaving her alone.
Because that's
then
true.
leave
Because
it.
the justification is that, I guess. You're right. It's not that he was making a list of reasons not to date her. He was trying to justify his actions of cheating on Julie, I guess.
Yeah, yes.
And so, yeah.
But we're not having an adult conversation because you're not being an adult, Ross.
Yeah.
And you're not giving her the space to calm down either.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which you do. You do this to me, and it drives me fucking
I think it's a
batshit.
man thing. I think it's the same as, like, when the tap is dripping and you're like, I have to fix that.
What?
It's a man thing to want to fix things, I think.
And just have it be over.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's not how it works. People have feelings and they need to process those feelings.
Look, I know that. And look, we're all learning. I'm learning every day to try and be better at that.
Yeah, you're not. You don't actually at all. But anyway, this isn't a podcast about our issues. This is a podcast about Rachel and Ross's issues.
We are the Ross and Rachel of the podcast.
Ew.
I have heard that.
How dare you? I wouldn't be with you if you behaved like Ross. My God.
No, you're the Ross.
Oh my God. Well, then you're the Rachel. She is totally a Taurus.
I'm the Rachel.
The Rachel. No, we're more like Chandler and Monica. How dare you?
Yeah. Then we're back at the executive office, and Monica is turning in some of her mockolate recipes. She says, beware of the quantities. Like, here I've noted 4 cups of cocoa, 4 cups of coconut, and a quarter of a teaspoon of mockolate.
That's not the recipe at all, but anyway. It's coconut, nuts, crushed nuts, and then 1 tablespoon of mockolate.
But long story short, it doesn't matter because they did not get FDA approval. It is not safe to eat mockolate.
Something about lab rats.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's horrific.
Yeah. I love when he's letting her... I mean, he pays her. She gets paid at least for her time.
Yep, as she should.
I love that when she's leaving, he asks, you didn't eat a lot of it, did you, while making recipes?
That's horrific.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to have chefs start to do stuff before you're FDA approved? I don't think so. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Maybe in America.
Yeah.
America. Yeah.
And thus ends the Thanksgiving run.
It ends with, so it doesn't burn when you pee.
Yeah.
Is it affecting her kidneys? My God. Oh my.
Then we get one of my favorite scenes of the entire series.
I
love this scene so much. Rachel's sitting in the windowsill of her apartment. The rain is falling down. She looks so cozy.
But she's depressed.
She is depressed. Ross calls. Monica answers it. Rachel says, tell him that I would come to the phone, but my ankles are weighing me down.
That is so fucking funny. Oh my God. It should get a bigger, that should get a cheer from the audience.
Yeah, it's not as funny as what follows, though, because Ross asks Monica to turn on the radio.
Yeah. And I understand why Monica has to do this. She's his sister.
Yeah, it's her brother, yeah.
But I'd be pissed off at her. I'd be like, you're my friend too.
Yeah. But Ross has called the radio station.
Remember when you could do that?
Oh, yeah.
Wonder if you can still do that.
And the presenter says, this next song goes out to Rachel from Ross. Ross is really sorry for what he did, and he hopes that you can, find it in yourself to forgive him.
Oh, hang on. Wait, I'm sorry. Now he's sorry. Interesting.
Yeah, yes. And the song that he's dedicated to her is With or Without You by U2, a shit song. So sorry, Rachel.
Rachel. Sorry, Rachel.
But we don't get too much of it.
Well, we see her pick up the phone and you're meant to assume that, okay, she's gone to call him.
Yeah. Yeah. But then we cut to his apartment and the song stops playing. The presenter says, Ross, Rachel called and said what you did. And honestly, it's pretty appalling. And
I don't want to play your song. And then I like the next line.
Yeah, same.
This one goes out to a couple that stands a chance.
Yeah. Yeah. Sonia Michelle is sorry that she hit you with her car.
Wait, is that a lesbian couple?
Hang on. Maybe I got the names wrong. Hang on.
I thought it was like Avery, which actually that's a female name still, isn't it?
Let's look this up.
Oh, that's just super cute if it is. Good on them.
You're correct. It's Avery. Avery, Michelle, sorry, she... but yes, they are a lesbian couple.
Oh.
Avery Michelle is Marta Kaufman's goddaughter. Allegedly, her parents are the source of inspiration for the characters of Carol and Susan.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a fun Friends fact.
Yeah, there you go.
That's lovely. Yeah, despite all the homophobia, they do...
Yeah.
They do throw the gay community a bone here and there.
But that's how the episode ends. Then we just get both of them staring out their windows at the rain.
Oh my God. With a different song playing. There's too many songs. And I don't know. All I think of when I watch this scene is Joey's rain machine.
yeah, same. Yeah.
It's funny. I can't help but laugh. But anyway, I know I'm not supposed to laugh. We're supposed to be sad. Oh, they're not together.
Yeah.
We wanted it so bad. Remember when you just wanted couples to get together?
Yeah.
In your favourite
Shipping.
shows?
You were shipping them.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know it. Anyway, we get the tag of the episode.
Yes.
Yes, and I like Monica's honesty here. She's back at the corporate office and she's like, "Hello, I have no morals and I need the cash."
He sounds like looking in a mirror.
That's not what you want to hear.
That's pretty funny though. But this time she's there to see if she can make something out of fish-stachios. They taste just like pistachios, but they're made primarily of reconstituted fish.
Yeah. Is there a strong need in the 90s American market?
Yeah, to not eat pistachio. That's the thing. Mockolate makes sense because, dairy, sugar, like there's any number of things.
No, but even back then that wasn't... Like, okay, the low fatness...
Low fat was a big thing.
Yeah, but they didn't talk about that with the Mockolate. Fish-stachios aren't something anyone needs.
But anyway, before she tries one, he says, "You're not allergic to anything, are you?"
Just cat hair.
Yep. Oh, sorry.
I know the joke is, of course,
that they include cat hair, yeah.
But didn't Monica, just last episode, once own a cat?
Consistencies.
Wasn't it just the last episode we talked about?
Yeah.
Where he's getting the cat toys?
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck? What's going... Like, they can't even be consistent episode to episode.
Yeah. Well, that's it. We did it. That is the one with the list. How are you scoring this one?
I really like this episode.
Same.
I could do without the Mockolate thing entirely.
Yeah.
I don't mind Chandler's computer stuff because that also comes into play later.
Yeah.
It might even be in the next episode. And I think it's woven in quite well to like having a purpose in the episode, with the list and stuff.
Yeah. Same. Apart from the Mockolate, this is really a one-story episode.
It is, and I don't think Phoebe has enough to do. So I am deducting 2 points for that. But I feel like otherwise it's a really funny episode. I really enjoy it. So 8 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, I'm also an 8.
Yeah.
All right, well, next week we are getting to the one with Phoebe's dad.
Yep.
Which actually, yes, I was going to say I don't remember that one, but of course
yes,
I
you
do.
do.
Yeah, it's the Christmas one. Yeah. But before
God bless us, everyone.
Before we get to that, it's time for a lightning
Oh,
round.
shit. Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah. Who ends up giving Phoebe away at... Oh, no, wait, we read that one, didn't we?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Who ends up giving Phoebe away at her and Mike's wedding?
Chandler.
Yeah.
I always thought it should be Joey, but,
yeah.
I get it. They don't have enough scenes together. Oh, sorry, it's my turn. Okay. What does Mark bring to Rachel's apartment after her fight with Ross
Chinese
at the
food.
office? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you and I always watch that scene and we're like...
Want Chinese food, yeah.
Yum.
All right, after surprising Chandler in his Tulsa hotel room, what does Monica begin to think that he really likes?
Shark porn? Would it help if I thrashed her out of it? So fucking funny.
So funny.
Oh my god. Okay. What word does Rachel misspell on her CV?
Kompoopa?
Yeah. Well done.
All right.
Well done. I actually don't know if I would have gotten that one.
Nice. All right. Well, that is it. Thank you for joining us here at the one where we watched. We hope you enjoyed it. We will be back next week with the one with Phoebe's dad.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how we feel. We're very busy and important people.
No, we will. I'm vowing. I'm making a promise. It is a blood vow that we will be back next week.
I don't want to do that with you.
If you want to get in touch with us, you can do that at pottymouthradio.com or
it literally makes his
pottymouthradio
day.
at gmail.com.
He's desperate for attention.
You can join the Potty Mouth Radio listener community on Facebook, where we love to hear from you.
But I'm not there, so don't worry about it.
You are there, you just don't look at it.
Oh, okay.
And that's it. We will catch you next week.
I do not have chubby ankles.